So data.bnf.fr is a project which we started about 2 years ago and which has been in production for a year. It's basically bringing together data from different library sources inside the French National Library. Because in this library we have both authority records, bibliographic records, digital objects from Gallica, our digital library with more than 1.5 million digital items, and archives, manuscripts, lots of different documents. And the idea is to bring things together, respecting a Ferber model, so the fundamental requirement for bibliographic records, and displaying web pages about writers, about works, so that you can look up and know everything the library owns about a writer, about a work, or about a subject. We have both the HTML page and the RDF data, which is fully available with an open license. So the first advantage is to use the semantic web technologies to be able to do matchings, alignments between different resources, and to be able to do something which is processed by machines but reliable, and something which can complete what has been done by catalogers. And so the second aspect is to rely on the data which has been produced in catalogs, because it's something really precious from all the work that has been done in the library around the different catalogs. And another aspect is to use the persistent identifiers and to be able to provide permanent links to the resources so that people can trust it. And the whole idea is to have this trust of end users who know that the links will be reliable, but the content is something which is permanent and reliable, and in the end that it's also something on top of which they can build services and to which they can use. There are several kind of uses we have on this project, and one of them is simply that things are easier to find on the web, be it from search engines, links made on sites, or simply people who refer to pages of a site and who are able to find it. So, in fact, the general audience is one of the targets, and it's one of the successes of this project is that we have lots of people coming because it's a lot simpler to use these kind of pages than to use catalogs. Another use is people who will use that at a large scale. For instance, we've got people building applications about timelines or about ways to visualize the different data, and also more simple applications for smartphones or for these kind of things, which we don't necessarily develop inside the library, but which are developed for free by other developers around. And we also have another use case, which is libraries using some of the data, and we do have some, the project is very young and it's only been in production for less than a year, but still we already have libraries who show interest in that to get some content for free because it's an open license. And also one of the other use cases is simply people who are taking data from the library to other kinds of environments, for instance images that are used, thumbnails and so on, to illustrate other kind of content.